Now it's my time. Now it's my time. Now it's my time. Now it's my time. Now it's my. I done waited years for this here. Shed tears for this here. And now it's my year. I ain't giving up. I ain't going back to the old me. Go ahead and show me. Ain't nobody out here. My mama told me, don't you waste that gift that God gave. I'm blessed. You can tell that I'm God.
It's a West versus East contest here in Brooklyn as the Nets play one at home. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. For the Timberwolves, this is the last game before heading back to Minnesota. Outside, Edwards. Back to Conley. Over in the corner, Green. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Towns with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. On the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Count that one. Conley's got the first points of the night for Minnesota. Always exciting to see two teams with bright futures, Greg. Young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And one thing you know about Claxton, he's not going to waste his opportunity.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in this league, and he's all about getting quality, high-percentage shots, Greg. He doesn't force shots that aren't there for him.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds, and Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Michael Conley getting his three to go. Here's Bridges driving inside. Great D that time from Edwards. Conley feeling it out. And again, it's Minnesota.
And he can hurt you at all three levels. Mid-range, in the paint, or deep. Conley can spark this offense.
Now, here's Bridges. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Edwards with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Plays it up and banks it in.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Pass to Claxton. Now here's Griffin. Back to Claxton. Towns with the defensive effort.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Here's Green. Outside, Towns. Towns, the screen. Gobert in the corner. No one near him. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Nets trailed by 8. And despite the KD-Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand, Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
And the Nets miss again.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's Conley. He's got 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Griffin can't get it to go in.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what his offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot up? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Now here's Towns, following the miss by Griffin. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Pass to Towns. Down low. Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Walker. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Green. It's Edwards on the wing. Mr. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Outside, Griffin. Back to Simmons. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 11. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, Brown. And it's off from three-point range. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. It's a 10-point game. Here's Watford. O'Neal outside to the inside. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. This one for 3. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Towns. That one falls.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
Team 7.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. To the middle. Stolen by Reed.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Johnson, a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And originally undrafted, Royce O'Neal's hard work, Richard, has certainly paid off.
Yeah, he's really smart defensively. You can match him up against any opponent's best scorer. And then on the other end, he can help space the floor.
And now here comes Simmons leading the break.
The size of Simmons alone is what makes him so difficult to guard.
Second personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has yet to score. 6 to shoot. Reed. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Back to Moore. Out to Conley. Over Simmons. Conley's shot is off. Nets trailed by 8. To the middle. Here's Griffin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
How about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Down low. Now, here's Reed. Conley with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. There's a good screen. The kick out to Brown. Shoots the three, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to Moore. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Now Reed. Outside Conley. Shoots from the high post. Buries the jump shot. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
And what a smart player Conley is. Able to analyze defenses in pick and rolls and make the right read.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 7. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Towns looking it over. Out to Harris. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 4 on the clock. Cans it from downtown. Towns has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Dinwiddie outside. Now Claxton. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Timberwolves leading by 10. Left side, Towns. Outside, Edwards. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Pass to Claxton. To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. Nobody near Melton. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now Dinwiddie. To the middle. Pass to Baisley. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length. And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
On the wing, Melton. Gobert with a wide open look. Outside, Edwards. Inside. A second chance effort. Got a hand on it. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Claxton with it. Down low. Here's Baisley. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the basket is good. Baisley's got his first bucket of the night.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And here's Gobert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Gobert, the screen. Back to Harris for three. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Pass to Baisley. Now Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves leading by 13. And here's Gobert. Outside, Towns. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
Shooting 2.
And Towns drops them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Pass to Griffin. Back to Dinwiddie. His three-pointers off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Towns. And Green now, top of the key. Takes a three. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets trailed by 15. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. So both teams changing it up here. Here is Conley. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Outside, Green. Pass to Harris. Back to Green. Edwards with it. Here's Gobert. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Bridges. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
The score.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter.
34.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here is Conley. Over in the corner, Green. Here is outside. The three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Pass to Thomas. Over Harris. Thomas's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 15. Left side, Edwards. From deep. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Johnson with it. Conley picks him up. Smith feeling it out a bit. Johnson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets. Pass to Conley. And here's Reed. Takes the three. It's good from long range. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Back to Griffin. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Harris outside. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
And Green gets it to go.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson, that's for 2. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Substitutions for your Nets.
In the corner, it's Harris. Conley left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
They set the screen. Back to Bridges. Nets passing it around. On the wing, Bridges. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
Here's Reed. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Dinwiddie wide open. Off target from three-point range.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
There's a screen. Edwards can't hit.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
For 3, Bridges. Conley grabs the miss. Pass to Edwards. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Net ball. Now is the line for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert. Troy Brown Jr.
There's 10 seconds left in the game. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory.
Look too far from me. Never caught off, not one day. And I'm still on my way. Still on my way. Yeah, I'm just greedy like